Main Lake Provincial Park on Quadra Island includes 6 lakes. While the main lake canoe chain isn't a formal canoe route, it was an awesome way to spend a weekend. The area is perfect for kayaking and canoeing, with beautiful scenery, plenty of nooks and crannies to explore, and excellent backcountry campsites. The swimming was absolutely glorious. You could explore much of the lake series in a single day, but I recommend giving yourself at least 3 days to really take it all in and enjoy some relaxed paddling and downtime. I haven't included paddling times in this video because this is really more of a choose-your-own-adventure kind of trip. We spent a lot of time exploring at a leisurely pace. If you're trying to estimate distances or timing, I suggest using an app like Navionics to plan your route. Camping costs $5 per person per day as of 2025. You book through BC Parks, but the campsites are first come, first served. Quadra Island is accessible by a short 10-minute ferry ride from Campbell River. The ferry is first come, first served, so check the schedule online before you go. From the ferry terminal, it's about 30 minutes to Main Lake Park. The 2 most common spots to launch are Mine Lake Boat Launch, which has a parking lot and outhouse, and Village Bay Lake Boat Launch, which is just before the bridge. The Village Bay Lake Boat Launch also has a parking lot and outhouse. We launched at Village Bay Lake. The lake is full of charming cabins. What a dream it would be to have a cabin in such an idyllic place. Much of Village Bay Lake is outside the park boundary. Shortly after paddling into the park, you'll enter Mine Lake via a narrow channel that locals call the Gut. Mine Lake has an excellent island campsite. The landing can be a bit tricky. It's a steep path up to navigate with your gear. There are a handful of good tent spots. There is a bear cache and pit toilet. There is no official fire pit, but there was a well-used rock ring. It is an amazing spot for swimming and jumping off the rocks.
Oh, that's nice.
Across the water is Camp Homewood, and we could hear cheerful camp songs and laughter throughout the day. From Mine Lake, paddle up the channel to Main Lake. There are 3 campsites along the channel. The first site has small, limited tent space. There is a fire pit, bear cache, and pit toilet up the hill to the left. Site 2 is a bit more spacious. It has a fire pit, picnic table, and bear cache, with room for a few more tents. Site 3 has a beautiful sandy beach. It is the largest of the 3 sites along the channel, with plenty of room for tents. There are 2 bear caches, 2 picnic tables, and a fire pit. There is a full outhouse, the only campsite in the park that doesn't have a pit toilet. It is a great swimming spot. Main Lake is the largest lake in the park. It has a few privately owned islands and is more exposed to the wind. We felt a breeze picking up on our second day. There are 3 campsites on Main Lake. The North Bay site has tent spots on the grass and forest. There is a pit toilet, fire pit, picnic table, and bear cache. Howard's site has a fire pit, picnic table, pit toilet, and bear cache. It has a structure above the table that would be good for a tarp setup. Yeatman's site is spacious. There's tons of room for tents. There are 2 bear caches, picnic tables, a fire pit, and a pit toilet. From here, there is a 1.6-kilometer hike to Yeatman Bay. We skipped it due to time constraints, but would love to return. In higher water conditions, you can paddle Shadow Brook toward Little Main Lake. It took us a few minutes to find the entrance, but once we did, it was easy to follow the winding creek. Eventually, we reached a point where the creek branches towards Stramberg Lake. We didn't attempt that route and haven't found detailed information online about it. If you've done this, let us know in the comments and I'll pin the info. We continued to Little Main Lake, but the final 100 meters or so were through thick reeds and deep mud. Honestly, the journey there was more exciting than the lake itself. After the trip, I read online that there's a salmon spawning area you're supposed to portage around. We didn't see any signage indicating this, but would be more cautious in the future. The other lakes in the park don't have campsites. We scouted the creek to Clear Lake, but in early July the water was too low to paddle through. Paddling in Main Lake Provincial Park was the perfect way to spend a weekend. We loved swimming in the crisp, clear water, exploring the area, and spending time with our dogs under the sun. Thanks for tuning into this paddling guide. Please like and subscribe for more paddling adventures on Vancouver Island and beyond.